where it's possible in the state government, it is possible to get the real-time meetings and data, whatever is possible, that can be helped out. And with that, I think I would congratulate Professor Iyer and the institution and DIM to scale bigger heights, and the students and faculty also should get the recognition particularly in this particular gas economy area. I think that should be the bottom line from my side, and all the best. Thank you very much.
See, you youngsters are very happy about startups. I can tell you can become multi-billionaires if you look at this area. Looking at other startups, you will waste your time. A simple CBG plant, why I am telling you this? While we are making the big gas, the next transition for you CBG. The revolution was started because of Khanna. He brought that one, you see the logo in the center called Evonik AG in my membership. Evonik is a center. This company makes membranes. Now all this happened in Haryana. You know, the first plant that was able to convert using this membrane remains in Rohtak in Haryana, behind the Rohtak jail. It's Spectrum Energy, and there the technology was used. So how we did it is, actually conventional pressure swing absorption was used to take natural gas out of it, in the sense from the agro waste. Agriculture and animal husbandry waste, that is, in simple language, अगर मैं हिंदी में कहूँ आपको, तो गोबर मिलाया गया, गोबर और ये सब मिलाया गया, along with pressed mud. Sugar cane से जो waste हो जाती है उसको pressed mud कहते हैं. You must visit these plants to know what I am talking. It's absolute wealth. Some of my people in Maharashtra, billionaires, very rich village, they'll wear their very dirty clothes and all, but they are so rich. I can tell you, the people in the urban are not rich as them. वो दिखाते नहीं हैं, ठीक है? वो इसी process से वो लोग rich होंगे. So there is, of course, the division between the rich and the poor is large in rural because of land holdings, right? 5 acre के नीचे farmers ज़्यादा हैं. But the larger farmers, they have all understood what they have to do. And I can tell you that compared to urban, the villagers are able to help each other more. That is the reality. And provided we do not convert them into labor. So 2 things that can be happening is to improve the CBG, because CBG is going slow. I wanted 10,000 plants when we wrote the white paper. 10,000 projects by 2030, that is what it is looking at, but maybe 2032, I don't mind. But before we build, we have 113 plants today. Before we build, we will have a gap, energy gap. That means I defined a word which has been adopted worldwide. Nobody talked about it. The worst poverty is energy poverty. अगर आपके घर में बिजली आना बंद हो जाएगा सुबह, तो you are poor because आप इतना पैसा होगा, you will be fed up. Cooperative societies cannot pump your water for drinking every day. ये हालत है. टीवी स्टूडियोज में जो ये एंकर सब बोल रहे हैं ना रोज शाम को, वो बेकार की बातें करते हैं. So they will not be able to sit in the TV studios if they don't have. So this is the discussion today. When LNG comes in, it gives you that option for the next 10 years that you transit from this towards CBG. CBG will not come tomorrow morning. It will be slowly, steadily. So if we have to save the life of our farmers and ensure that they don't leave their farming and they continue to make, because this is being blended, as Raut Saab said, pipeline. We found that time GAIL was not allowing injection of this CBG into the GAIL grid. तो हमने वो करवा दिया और फिर उन्होंने कहा कि इसको they use the word from ethanol, because ethanol की अभी आपने controversy सुनी है. You know, ethanol being blended, your petrol diesel is getting nothing. Actually, it will not get energy. When you put ethanol, there is not much energy content. And now people are saying there is a suppression of energy content. Average is coming down. Reason is, in India, you go, आप दिल्ली में देख लीजिए एग्जाम्पल, आपकी गाड़ी 20 किलोमीटर के ऊपर कभी स्पीड नहीं पकड़ती है. एवरेज स्पीड 10-15 पे है. So any IC engine, internal combustion engine, की torquing speed or efficient speed will come when it is able to travel at 50 to 60 kilometers per hour. अगर वो उस स्पीड पे नहीं चला रहे हैं, तो it will consume almost 2 times the fuel that it's consuming. So 15 रुपए में आपकी पोल्यूशन भी ज्यादा कर रहा है, फ्यूल भी कंज्यूम कर रहा है, और उसके अंदर अगर आपने इथेनॉल भी डाल दिया, तो पक्का आपका मतलब डिजास्टर है. क्योंकि you and me are going to pay more and our cost will be more, and same, every truck that is running, its diesel cost goes up, your inflation is driven. Because the moment these costs are up, I'm not even discussing what is GST, what is other things. Because अभी तक fuel में GST नहीं है, electricity does not have GST. these two things sold to you do not have GST. So if it's a one tax, it should have been there. तो कुछ फर्क पड़ता. But today, our planners are still not woken up to this fact that they have to bring GST throughout or nothing. नहीं तो आप पुरानी वैट में चले जाओ, वही ठीक है. ठीक है. अगर आपने टैक्स को एक करना है तो सब जगह करना है. And what this is doing to us is it is increasing my cost. So we are at lower efficiency. We are not operating these vehicles. We can't move at fast speed. खड्डे हैं, वो सब अलग बातें हैं. But basically you're not on the speed, right? Your country is not moving. Imagine a German from where Khanna Sahib is coming. So what is the average speed on the autobahn? Sometimes you can cross 250 also, right? If you want,
Yes.
right? You have done it with me, right? Once you move the vehicle at 250, आपकी BMW पे गए थे हम, ठीक है? और वो भी काफी दूर, ठीक है? हाँ, यहाँ तो कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते आप. 80 किलोमीटर के ऊपर उस पे भी नहीं जा सकते. So basically what we are trying to tell you that an average Indian IT में कितने भी आगे जाएं, लेकिन we are not moving faster. मतलब हम कोई काम उस स्पीड पे नहीं कर रहे हैं जो जर्मनी कर रही है या चाइनीज कर रहे हैं या अमेरिकन कर रहे हैं. अगर ये करना है तो ये ट्रांजिशन चाहिए. एंड दूसरी चीज जो इनकी जो मैटर का है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग. अब हमारे शहर कैसे बने हुए हैं, आपके बगल में फरीदाबाद है, वो तो फरीदाबादी. मैनी ईयर्स आई लिव्ड हियर, माय बचपन इधर बीता हुआ है. आज उसको देखता हूँ मुझे बड़ा रोना आता है. व्हेन आई सी दैट प्लेस, इट्स लाइक अ नेग्लेक्टेड प्लेस, नोबडी केयर्स. ठीक है, उसके नाले अभी भी खुले पड़े हैं सारे. ठीक है, उस जमाने में भी ओपन नाले थे, अब भी ओपन नाले हैं. ठीक है, तो ये मतलब व्हाट वी आर मेकिंग. सो इफ वी डू नॉट थिंक ऑफ आवर सिटीज इन अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव मैनर, दैट इज एनसीआर, तो आपको फरीदाबाद जाना, हम बीच में बैठे हैं, यहाँ आने इतनी तकलीफ हो रही है. देखिए ना आपकी रोड्स का. तो ये दीज आर ऑल द इश्यूज आल्सो, बिकॉज इफ आई एम एबल टू मूव दिस एलएनजी व्हीकल, आई कैन टेल यू आई कैन नॉट मूव इट ऑन द रोड इफ आई डोंट हैव openings, just another area. But the good news is the first LNG truck maker in India is born. It's called Blue Motors. They are in Pune. They are launching it on today. Unfortunately, it's so soon that they did not come here. Otherwise, they would have been with us. Because they are the only LNG trucking company. 3,500 crores they have invested in my state of Maharashtra. Okay, it's a major investment to move, and they are in touch with us. So they could directly plan to buy LNG. Because अगर उनके ट्रकों को LNG नहीं मिलेगी, वो करेंगे क्या? वो थोड़ी सरकारी कंपनियों के पास जाएंगे, वो सीधा कहेंगे हम अपनी LNG डिवीजन खोलते हैं और हम खरीदते हैं. So the opportunity for what Khanna Sahib has built is multifarious. You have an opportunity to see two ways कि आप CBG में जाइए और आप LNG की तरफ मार्केट में आइए, क्योंकि बीच में LNG का ही चलेगा. LNG चलेगा तो आपके गाड़ियां जो आज CNG यूज कर रही हैं, CNG आपकी आती कहाँ से? LNG प्रोसेस होकर CNG बनेगी ना, और कोई काम नहीं है. तो आपका तो फोर्स वही है. And in fact, as I told you, we can directly bring. So, beg, borrow, steal. You have to provide energy. आज अगर नहीं इंपोर्ट ही करना पड़ेगा. इतना डिफरेंस है. क्रूड की इकोनॉमी से हमें हटना है. See, the crude oil economy will increase our pollution. So, gas economy will transit that and bring you 77% down. So, first is we should transit from crude oil processing and refining processing towards natural gas. And that is the opportunity that has come in front of you today. So I have tried to, wherever I can, your youngsters. So the example I give you, and 7 to 8 tons compressed biogas plant, which you have to manufacture, will be about 40-50 crores. So if you take, let us say, 20% of that, so you need barely about 8 or 10 crores in your hand, right? Balance you can take from, because it comes under priority sector lending. Yes, sir. It's a little difficult. जाओगे तो थोड़ा मस्ती होगी. गवर्नमेंट में तो होता ही है. But banks are identified कि ये देना है. When you say priority sector lending, you get money at 6% roughly. They may still talk to you an additional collateral law. But any of you who are hearing me are a little intelligent. 5 friends join together, create a model where you can accumulate 10 crores. I can tell you, we have a friend here who can help you. Tamil Mitra sahab, thoda, let people see. So you can contact this friend of mine. Please, we will help you in all ways to put up that plan if you want to. You can contact Jabir Rawat sahab, all people are sitting here. So you will be mentored and enabled if you want to come up. So he is already in the area, solar and this. So what happens, the startup can come. You will get guidance to get into the game. And then I will have consultants who will build your plant in no time. So your advantage is one CBG plant you have. I can tell you are already crorepati. First year में. Turnaround तो तीसरे, आपकी return on equity तो तीसरे साल में. कौन सी business? आपको money बनना बन सकते हो. खाली dream चाहिए. क्या है कि dream आज करो. और ड्रीम का कोई एज भी नहीं बता रहा हूँ मैं आज भी ड्रीम करता हूँ. और जब हम ड्रीम करेंगे, आप जितने भी 65 ईयर्स ओल्ड थे, कैंटरफिक फ्राइड चिकन के फाउंडर, 65 साल के बाद वो कुछ बना, तब तक तो वो अपनी मीट को लेके, मतलब चिकन मीट को लेके दुनिया भर में घूम रहे थे। ठीक है, आज वो KFC कितनी बड़ी ब्रांड है। सो हाउ मेनी इयर्स ही एंजॉयड, मे बी लास्ट 10 years, बट ही एंजॉयड 100 years, तो वो 10 साल उसके बहुत सुंदर थे। तो एज कोई लिमिट नहीं है, चाहे छोटा हो चाहे बड़ा हो, राइट गाइडेंस, राइट अप्रोच, राइट एरिया, क्योंकि इतनी डिफिकल्ट कंट्री, हमारी कंट्री कोई इतनी आसान नहीं है, चैलेंजिंग है, बट इसमें भी है, वी कैन वर्क इन दिस ऑल्सो। सो माई व्यू इज डोंट लुक ओनली IT और ये स्टार्टअप एंड ऑल, ये असली ब्रिक एंड मॉर्टर स्टार्टअप है, ये रूरल इकोनॉमी स्टार्टअप। कोई गांव से आया ना, उसको पहले ही सोचना चाहिए, गांव वालों के साथ मिलकर गोबर ले ले, उससे बोले तेरी गोबर का पैसा दे दूंगा, तेरे ये पराली का पैसा दे दूंगा, उसको कलेक्ट करके हमारे ऐसे लोगों को पकड़ो, ये आपकी नेचुरल गैस का खुद प्लांट लगवा देंगे। उसके बाद देखो आप एंजॉय करो, एक प्लांट लगाओ, आपको कहीं नहीं जाना, रिटायरमेंट तक आप आराम करोगे, एक प्लांट लगाए तो ओनली वन टाइम विल पुट अ प्लांट। 25 साल तो आके उसने मिलने हैं, आपका घर हो जाएगा, गाड़ी हो जाएगी, सब कुछ हो जाएगा, शायद आप एक रिसॉर्ट भी खरीद लोगे। आई कैन अश्योर यू विद अ CBG प्लांट, दिस इज द मैजिक। एंड व्हेन यू गेट इनटू दिस बिजनेस, इमीडिएटली यू वांट टू डू, यू कम टू खन्ना साहब फॉर LNG। अभी तो नहीं मिल रही है।
Let me give you an example here of Thailand.
सर आपके वो माइक भी है,
Oh, sorry. This is better.
स्विच ऑन।
Hello.
Yes.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example of what we did in Thailand, where the farmers became millionaires. They were not becoming millionaires through farming. They became millionaires through CBG, actually, because that was the name of the game, to convert biogas into energy, which came from the bioproducts, actually. Similarly, we did a project in India where we 1,000 villages were supplied through biogas for getting electricity in India. So there's a lot of potential there. So people should be prepared to work hard on that. That's what I'm saying.
Right, right. So basically what happens, last talk of the day, or because we don't have much time, I think we wanted Panesh Saab also to talk. Panesh Saab, and also one more talk, Baba Saab. Panesh Saab, 2 minutes from your side on what we can do in LNG, and then Baba Saab on emission.
Thank you, Sahab, and the distinguished vice members. I would like to, I cannot agree more with Mr. Iyer, as Canada has put up a kitting at LNG terminal.
My friends, please a little less noise, हाँ? थोड़ी देर में खत्म हो जाएगा, चीजें आ रही हैं। Yes,
After Paris 2016 summit, 70 plus countries signed the transition to cleaner energy. But as LNG is clean and a transitional energy, India should focus on it. And biogas is an excellent idea. Being a petroleum engineer myself for so many years in Canada and in Middle East, I think this is probably the gas drilling and LNG biogas. This is the future. And Canadian Foreign Minister was in India, so anything we could do, I think we are setting up. My colleagues, they are advisor to premiers in Alberta, and they are willing to do our part. Skill India is an excellent platform. I being part of NAIT faculty, Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, which was running oil and gas global show. We could definitely, being a part of the staff there, I could see where we could cooperate. Engineers Canada, Alberta Industry and Trade, for transferable skills between India and Canada, and then all the industry initiative as an industry integrated for biogas, LNG. I'm really excited about it. And Indian economy is not 5 trillion. It's way bigger than that. And it's artificially deflated due to dollar conversion rate, which is the dependence on crude import and all that. I think let's aim for next 7 years so that dependency is gone. And then your economy should not be just 5, 10, but it could have an exponential jump when your dollar conversion is 10 to 20 rupees or maybe lower than that, because if I remember it rightly, in 1942, US dollar used to be $2 for 1 Indian rupees. And India, like I could say this for sure, that Indian mindset is a meritocracy based system. The tenacity, as Trump used to say, like these guys are really sharp. They could see the network, like see all the way to the peak of it, the jest of it, right? So, I mean, recognize the potential and the time is right. Probably as I had a chance to talk to Bank of England, London Bank's CEO Andrew Proctor, he met me in India. He's predicting that future growth is in India. Europe, China had its day, US had it like 1980s onward, China 2008 onwards. Now it's time for India. I think AI driven clean energy and probably realizing the full potential of being human. The spirituality is also part of that. When we talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, when we talk about self-actualization, what is self? This is the land which has mind-boggling level of work done on it. West, like we try to try to quantify the life phenomena, where in India, since the time of Patanjali, when it says that Paramatma is a unit of consciousness, one unit of knowing or chetna, you cannot quantify it. You can give it a healthy body where it can reside, like in a Videha form of your health, which is the definition in Ayurveda. It's not lack of symptoms. You are established in oneself, that's a swasatya, and then your body is so tuned up in a natural mode, you don't feel it. That's Videha. So recognize those values. Like all, we had a lot of speed in last years, but that doesn't give you the full opportunity to live yourself. I think with AI, as Mr. Iyer is really dedicated, I wish him all the best, and whatever I can contribute, I'm here. And thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk and say what I feel. Thank you very much.
See, you guys had a beautiful mix. See, he talked about the spiritual energy. So when you combine all this, see, today what happens, all material stuff is going on. So if you go and understand, before you go to the one plus the other ashram, you need to do the karma here. If you can do the karma, your one plus will be beautiful, I can assure you. With this, I call our great man, aviation man, Baba Sahib to end the day for us. Baba Sahib will talk about opportunity to use gas and then convert to hydrogen and probably take it into aviation. You can even come back to what I said, Zeppelin Returns. That's my book on hydrogen.
Thank you. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. It is our duty to use the time in the best judicious manner. I had thought that I will have to spend some time to awake you. But I find the challenge is different. You are already awakened. But it is challenges to retain you. Right? So you want to go early, but it is my duty to retain you here, and because you are already awake. So I was to spend some time. That time I will use to what exactly you are looking for at the moment. What exactly you are looking for at the moment. Anybody will say something they are looking for because you are investing your time. Right? What for you are wasting your time or investing your time? Tell me. Anybody? What for you are wasting your time or investing your time? Do you have any single purpose? Tell me. Huh? Tell me.
Opportunity.
I want to see how we are connected. If somebody is looking for some opportunity, I think ample opportunities have been given to you, and everybody is here to volunteer and give you the helping hand, right? So that's what you should always keep in mind, that your connect with the stage is always there. And yes, you can always sit in the park and enjoy your time, or be on the mobile, and AI wise you can be connected. But for some moment you should get connected here. So now, you are listening to the energy part of it, right? And there is no way I am connected with this audience on the dais, because they are all professionals producing energy, but energy is used and consumed by we people. So that's what they try to emphasize. I don't know whether you have realized that or not, what was said, that if energy is not at our home, your internet will not work. The thing you are very proud of it. I give a damn, I am well connected. If your mobile is not charged one day, you will realize what happens. You think I will buy the cell. How long you can buy the cell, from where it comes? So energy is the prime requirement of human beings. That is to meet to the external side of it. Energy is also required to run the body on internal side. That I think our friend from Canada has very well established. So we need both the energies, physical energy and spiritual energy, right? So now that energy is consumed by everybody, and that's where I come now, in sync with the today's talk, aviation. Aviation is the guzzler of energy. If anybody consumes energy the most, it is aviation, and aviation is the most polluting industry so far as environmental concerns are concerned. So that's why there is an ABC analysis. If you want to resolve something efficiently and effectively, you should concentrate on 2 or 3 major parameters which resolve the 75% of the issues and problems. And aviation, if you address, I think 50 to 60% of the problem is resolved. People say 70 to 80%. But that's what the importance of aviation in our day-to-day life. And how many of you have been at home during the unfortunate pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic? How many of you have faced it? How many of you? Everybody in this audience should raise hand, because you are fortunate enough that you will say to your next generation, we have seen that time when we were house locked, and then we felt that a sort of peace outside world. None could come to you and you cannot go to anyone, right? And at that time, who was realizing that they have become the bankrupt? It was the aviation industry. They realized they got nothing to do. They started removing the seats from the aircraft and started doing the cargo flights. So that you must realize what is the importance of one industry, aviation. If it is not moving, if it is not flying, and whole wheel of the society comes to a standstill. So aviation is one part of the economy, which is a very major economy, and it makes the merry-go-round, right? And if I have to give some formal wisdom to you people, I must say that you must see aviation as an economic engine. I have laid the foundation for that. And then there is a dual challenge, infrastructure and sustainability. We can keep on building the infrastructure, but how will it be sustainable? That you are a student and you have got a bright future in your hand. And that's why it is very important that you should have a capability to think, analyze and act, right? You can do what you call AI solutions also. but you need some mind to realize that AI is correct or not. So that wisdom you must carry. And infrastructure building is okay, but what for we are building the infrastructure? Is that sustainable or not? That one aspect is very important. You should look at. And then we are human beings are social animals, right? We all are governed by something. Some part of us is governed by the nature. Some part of us is governed by our family, our society. But then there is a government also which controls us. So anything efficient and effective will happen only when our governments are sensitive towards what the society wants, what we are looking for. So far as the aviation is concerned, I personally will attempt to offer you a forward-looking perspective is in place so far as the aviation in India is concerned. A lot is being talked nowadays about the tariff, and India has a great potential. Rightly said, India is no more a poor country. India always has been a sone ki chidiya, right? And we are still that. We can. The only thing is that we need to harness that potential, right? You might have seen nowadays Dekho Apna Desh, a project which has come. What is that? That means that aviation has a potential, but we must harness the local potential, right? So that is the innovation and the future. But then the topic for which we are standing here is the SDGs, right? And other day I was in another seminar where we were talking that we are all governed by the SDGs, and then SDGs are being imposed upon us, and it is not that we have done something wrong and then people are asking us to control and manage our environment because of those SDGs. They are right, because we should design these SDGs as per our national interest, as per national requirement. Those SDGs have got a time frame of I think another 5 or 10 years. After that, we will have to see what kind of SDGs are required for us. We will have to reframe that, right? But overview of requirement of technological development, right? So far as the technological development is concerned, yes, gas in aviation is very important. And if I say the ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, has already started taking a lot of deliberations. And as I mentioned that aviation, we are also thinking of developing electric aircraft, right? But rightly said, sir, electricity is not a solution, permanent solution. So now hybrid research is being done. So that future is that we should have a hydrogen run aircraft, and Airbus has some plans which we will have soon. So with that perspective, I think factors that fueling the growth in aviation is sufficient, but only thing that we will have to keep on evolving in the right direction. And Joplin returns are rightly mentioned. That book when it was being written, we have debated a lot on that. And thankfully, Professor Sam has given that book in a e-version also.
Sir, they have to go, so finish.
All right. Okay, right. Thank you very much. And we will meet again. Right? Thank you. Good, right.
They don't get us. So we have some mementos for our this thing. Tyaga, can you present them to them? The last part. आज हमारे घर साहब को बोली गोयल साहब को बोलने नहीं दिया क्या करें हाँ जी तो फर्स्ट हाँ खाना साहब से शुरू करो थैंक यू सर थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग हियर जगह गिव इट टू एवरीबॉडी चलो मैं साहब को देता हूँ थैंक यू फॉर योर प्रेजेंस सर हाँ जी बिल्कुल
You're right, sir. Good. Thank you very much. एक मिनट उधर आ मैडम. ये इधर. हाँ, right.
ये दोनों की लीला.
हाँ, that's okay. That's the beauty. Good.
अब इस तरफ आ जाओ.
हाँ, वो पिक्चर उधर.